2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So out now comes the punter. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Secures this at the 17. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. On the draw, it's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Al throwing on 3rd down. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they have got to look towards that end zone. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's Howell, 1st and 10. Connecting on the slant. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Howell from the gun. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion here. Walker on 1st down. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Howell to throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Howell throwing for it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Let's go now.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Ready? Take go.
He'll look to throw. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That finds Ayuk complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 19. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Has the New York touchdown. The Jets earned the chance to tie before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds with more than half the work done. Offense in enemy territory to begin the series at the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone. I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Howell off to play action. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Charbonnet with the catch. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Charbonnet. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
To the air on 1st down, Howell. That's DK on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They send a man in motion. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 11. Fits it through the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They send the tight end in motion. This is Walker on second. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That's good for 7 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Howell. Flush down out to his left. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
To the air, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll throw it. Launches one deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Punt meets him at the 28. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And the shotgun, Howell. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Their punter making his way out now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's out close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Jets football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Take go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Got it. Check, Panther. Go.
The give here on 2nd. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing.
Ready up.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Set. Ready.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes out to the left. That's complete to Wilson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 27 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down.
Viking 18.
They're going play action. Pass is caught at the 9. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. Call it 8 yards, and it's third and goal.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket.
Well, positive yardage is positive yardage, and he got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the first after what looked like a broken play.
Got ready.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go.
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
First down, Howell. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Howell out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. That one gains 7. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Seahawks up by 6. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play action here with Howell. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Walker running to the right. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He'll look to throw it. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. To throw. On the move, headed right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They give up the gut to Walker. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Go.
Staying with Walker. Finds a big lane. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here we go. Set.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Alert. Alert.
Now go with Walker on the counter. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.